guys, we've got another one here. This one shows the remap instead of the injector replacement. Don't worry, we'll get it sorted. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh my god, here we go. Arrives on a tow truck from another workshop, and you can see the kind of maintenance it's had. Filth everywhere, leaves, and they couldn't figure out it's a cracked piston without stripping the engine, and just throw it all back in. We'll sort it out, no problem. Looking forward to it. Right, so we've just pushed the vehicle in, sort of in, just outside the roller door. What's going on here? Looks like a bit of, oh, what are these bits of wire here? Oh, that looks like a busted nozzle holder seal. These guys must be experts. Let me guess. Oh, look, the nozzle seals are still in the cover. They probably ripped it off with them still in place. Couldn't even figure that out. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that, guys. Oh, tell you what, this is going to have to go on YouTube. And look, they've got the injectors plugged in with the engine pulled apart. What were they trying to run the car with the cover off? And oh yeah, the fuel pipes are back on. Oil going everywhere. Oh my god, what a, oh, who knows what's going on here, you know? At the end of the day, look, I hope it's a cracked piston, because all we needed to do was start the car, take the oil cap off, and we're going to know it's a cracked piston. But we can't kind of do that now because the whole valve cover's off. We're going to have to do all this work to confirm. So, oh well, we'll get on with it. But this looks like it's going to be a bit of fun, eh? I think that would probably start and run actually with everything plugged in. Why did they need to do that though? Why did they need to do that? Oh, makes me feel sick again. Just noticed here. Yep, so they've actually had it running. You can see the oil splat all the way out here on the paintwork. Actually had it running to confirm something. Ah, interesting anyway. Fun and games. Oh, that pipe looks like it's about to blow off there too. See that? Keep an eye on that, guys. Sometimes those clamps, you know. Just saying, not related, but yeah. Doesn't look like it's been looked after too well overall though, to be quite honest. And this is what I'm talking about, you know. I mean, when something happens to a vehicle, a catastrophic failure like that we believe is a cracked piston. So obviously, I'll give you a brief on the story. The owner contacted me briefly nearly 2 years ago for the first time with a DTC, that's a diagnostic trouble code, which I believe was caused by a chip or a tune. So of course, being experienced in these things, the first thing I asked him was, does it have a chip? He said it's had a remap. So didn't hear from him again until now. So I guess, you know, we all got it all sorted with the remap, and you know, whatever they did anyway, changed the I don't know what they did, no feedback on that yet. Now the request is, please help with a engine, because the engine's blown up. Now the vehicle, although it's only done 175,000 Ks, it you know, I mean, your injectors are due then, but it's a 2013, so they're probably DLC, so they're probably okay, unless there was contamination introduced at some point, which it could be. That'll be part of all the checks we do now. But most likely, like most commonly, it's the ones that have got the chips and tunes, or doing the long heavy towing, or a combination of these sorts of things, and not the best maintenance, are usually the ones that fail, right? And if you've only had a vehicle since, I don't know, 200 or 300,000 kilometers, this is going to be a tight squeeze. Yeah, I could have gone through there, except, you know, I can go through, but you know, okay, yeah, it's all good, because we got the whole roads clear ahead of us. We can give way for people to get out, but I think they should probably still give way while there's not far they can go, so there's no need to block the road. But anyway, it's all good. So where was I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, you can see the lack of experience people have got. I mean, most of you guys watching are going to know how to diagnose a cracked piston. If you don't, get onto the videos and watch that. It's probably not going to happen to you anyway if you're doing the right thing. That's the funny thing, the people that know how to diagnose a cracked piston, it's not going to happen to them. But it's good to know about your vehicle so you can avoid these problems, you can avoid going to these places, and we're not going to name the place, the workshop where it was at, but you can see they're completely inexperienced, in so many ways. The nozzle seals just ripped to pieces trying to get the valve cover off for a start. Then reconnect, you know, contamination, those injectors, that's Captain Risky now anyway, because, you know, pops on and off, dirty stuff. You saw the dirty engine bay. Hello, I wonder why problems happen. What you're going to understand is, it's not a problem with the engine or the diesel injection system. The biggest problem here, and in most cases, is these places just don't get it. It's clearly, you're dealing with precision parts. When it comes to, like, for example, diesel or fuel system components, brake system components, transmission components, you know, in an engine you can probably have a bit of a dust and dirt and debris and things. Everything matters, but it matters less, if you know what I mean, compared to some of these precision parts. Anyway, just wanted to share my thoughts on it anyway. We will sort it out. Obviously, the engine, there's going to be an engine that's getting repaired, replaced, whatever the case may be, and it's going to be running bloody beautiful at the end of it, and the owner will be happy in the end, and it'll be the best repair value for money you can get in Australia. And that's because I know the job, what's happening with it, and the way it'll go down, and that's how we roll, value for money. Okay, sometimes better things cost more. Sometimes cheap things are just not worth it. Sometimes if you cut the cost and cut the bottom out of it so much, it's just not worth doing that repair anymore. Okay, so you don't do it that way. It's got to be a balance, like these things. My favorite word at the moment: balance, balance, balance. Everything's got to be done in a balance. Dan, it needs to be done in a balance. Now, I just want to remind people, if anyone's struggling with their mental health, trying to keep it together like I am, you know, you can make contact with Centrelink. They can help you through there and point you in the right direction, or make contact directly with the hospitals and they will hook you up the right people to help you out. Okay, everything's cool, everything's going to be okay. It's just, yeah, you're right, the management and the whole thing at the moment hasn't been the best. And I know there's some people thinking, oh, where would we be, you know, if we didn't do this and that, and that's kind of right, but it's a balance. Where are we? Well, we've got a mental health, you know, clinician who's made contact telling us that the suicides affects and increases are far, far more than any effect of deaths from COVID-19. As suspected, I mean, you know, if you're sort of thinking about it, that would be the case. So that is concerning. So we just want to do what we can and try and help point people in the right direction. If you are struggling, please make contact with your local hospital. Let them know what's happening and they'll hook you up with the right people to help out. Bada bing, I'm out of here. Bada boom, we get some work done. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, bell on, thumbs up if you got something out of that one. Bit of entertainment more than anything. Engines that are just completely destroyed in the process. I wonder how much that diagnosis cost him, you know, for people to do stuff like that. I'll have to find out that. That's why you subscribe, and we may provide, you know how we do little side bits of info. We go a bit off topic and we might talk about, you know, Craig's car. You know, Craig, if you didn't get the update, Craig's happy. He's got his brand new long motor. Cost him nothing. I think he made money out of it, actually. Hey, good work, Craig, and good work, team, for supporting the situation. That's how we roll. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm out of here. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for watching.